I'm Leanne. That's Ken.
I'm Ken. And this is Journeys with Ken and Leanne.
And we're experiencing, as anybody would, a little bit of
stress!
We're okay. We're okay.
Alright, well we thought we'd do a video to talk to you guys about dealing with stress, because this is probably one of the, well, I don't want to say that, I mean, you know, military and all that. It's not the stressful part of my life, it's a different type of stress than I've ever been through in my entire life. We have work between us, our professional lives that we have to deal with on a daily basis, which take up our entire day, and then
demanding jobs in the office.
Then we have our side business, which is starting to take. My Moonpot Creations has taken, I don't know, it's a leap, I would say.
A big leap, so a lot more commissioned work.
And with more notoriety on my channel comes other issues that I can't get into here. But then you have this house.
Right.
And then you have family.
We have family, each other.
Each other. Yeah, I got to deal with her all the time. It's tough.
It's horrible. It is so horrible to deal with me.
But you have to manage that stress. We'll talk about a little bit of the stress that happened today. Let's just talk about that real quick.
Okay.
I was working. I'm down in Spartanburg at a meeting. I get a text from Leanne. It says,
wait a minute.
Hold on.
My stress started before then.
It did. And you're going to tell.
Oh,
Can I go ahead and tell my story here?
No stress.
She's stressing me out. Anyways, I get a text from her. Can you call me? I said, yeah, in a minute. I'm in a meeting. What's going on? And cue Leanne to talk.
That's what we're talking about?
We're going to go ahead and talk about this stress.
So we're going to talk about the reason that I texted you. Knowing he was in a meeting, I had gotten a call from our contractor. They had gone to pick up the door. So
which door?
This is the front door. So this is the
The bazillion-dollar door.
This is the multi-million-dollar door that I went over budget with. First purchase. Rick and Ken give me a hard time about it all the time. And so Rick calls me and he says, we got the door and it's framed out wrong. It's framed for 6
2x6s instead of 2x4s.
Instead of 2x4s. Well, it's a special order custom door. And I didn't know what to do. So I texted Ken and was like, can you call me? Can you go by, when he got out of his meeting and he called me, I said, can you go by Home Depot? I had tried to call and didn't get an answer at all from them. So, I mean, like, not even hold. So he goes by.
All right. First thing.
I should have gone by. He went by.
First thing, I sit down, I tell him what's going on. They're saying, no problem, we can fix this. And then the sales rep looks at me and goes, it's right here on the paper. Did your contractor not see that it was 6 for 2x6s? And I looked at him, I said, I wouldn't be here if he did. And I'm
beep.
Well, it spiraled at that point. And needless to say, I'm in the middle of Home Depot trying to talk to a manager that told me there's nothing they can do except for ask the manufacturer if they can take it back. Well, they're supposed to call me tomorrow, and I'm really stressed about this. Granted, we can deal with it. We can deal with it.
Right. So what happened with that, and there will be options, but part of the stress in that is that, you know, if you've watched our videos, you know that we're watching budget, and we know that we go over budget on some things, but, you know, we try to save money on other things. We went to Home Depot and got a price for the door in a preliminary stage. And the Home Depot employee, super great to work with, sat down and started asking us questions. We didn't know. We're not the contractor, so, you know, what's he going to use here? So what he ended up saying was, I'm going to price this out at the most it will be, And honestly, what I think happened is that the day that Rick and Ken went to order the door, we did it while it was on sale. So Rick and Ken go to order the door while it's on sale, saving money there, still spending money, but saving money. And the guy that we dealt with originally was not there, so they dealt with another gentleman. And so he pulls up the order, and he asked Rick some questions, but maybe not all questions, because he never asked what size walls we were having, and never went over that in the paperwork.
Now realize that 2x4 construction is the standard. 2x6 is special build, so not very many people would order a door like that.
So whether it was, you know, the first guy saying, let me quote you the most that it would be, and just getting big with that, and the second guy thinking he must have quoted that because it was going to be that, so he took that assumption, and you know what they say about assuming or whatever. But when you're sitting there answering the questions and they're filling out the paperwork, and then they're like, okay, here's your order, sign here, you know, be sure you look at your paperwork.
Make sure you go through every detail of the door.
Even if you're sitting there while they're at the computer printing all this stuff out, we'll find out tomorrow if the manufacturer will take it back. We've got some options if they don't, but it takes a while to get these doors in. And the really bad part for me is that, you know, customer service is key, and we'll see how Home Depot handles this, because I already have my flooring picked out, and it is from Home Depot. We'll see. I may have more stress. I may be going somewhere else for flooring. I don't know.
So. Okay, so that's just our stress for today.
No, that's just part of our stress for today.
Well, we have our work stress and all that too, because
oh no, I'm talking about windows.
Oh. Okay, we'll talk about windows. I don't know what stress you had for windows.
Oh, see. So I had a certain window that I wanted for the bathtub, and they can't get that. And then there was an issue with the house plans. There were 2 transoms over windows in the back of the house, but there's like 6 or 8 or 10, 12 windows back there. 2 of them in the plans called for transoms. We were going to go with that. It was deciding, yes, do it, because that's what the plans call for. But then when you step back and you look at the whole room, it's like they're just over these 2 and not over those, and that's weird. So we took that out, and then I had to go pick out a different window. And so, once again, proving Wayne and Rick right, there would be changes. So I had to make changes to the window that goes over the bathtub, and what the look was going to be there. But I think I handled that one okay. I'm going to be pleased with what we get.
So, with this stress, with all this stress that comes down on us, we have to figure out ways to relieve that stress. Just sitting here talking to the guys watching this, ladies, if your husband's there and you're planning on doing this, I highly suggest that you bring them in here and watch this together, because I'm going to say it, you won't ever hear me admit it, she does a lot of the work because I don't want to deal with it. But you have to, as a couple, deal with these things together, because if she makes a decision that I don't like, I can't complain about it down the road. Same thing with me. If she lets me make a decision, she cannot complain about it down the road. It's important to make these decisions together.
Right, and you know, one thing we've done, and I'm sitting here with the options book because I've gone to it several times. I can't believe how many times I have gone to this book, even today with the windows. But we put this book together, and I've said before, we've X'd out things that one of us did not like. So with the demands of our jobs and meetings in our professional worlds, if it comes down to one of us has to make a call, we have pre-discussed those options. We know what the other one is thinking or seeing. There are times that we still need to talk through some of that stuff, but I will promise you, probably the biggest stress, and I thought I knew everything. Did I not think I knew everything there was to know about this? I thought, there ain't going to be no changes. I got this. There will be changes, and it's okay. But in order for it to stay okay, these contractors are going to be gone. And they laugh at us because we're like, what do you think? And we love and appreciate their opinions and their expertise on things. And they're like, hey, y'all are the ones that are going to be left here. So we're going to be the ones left here. So keeping that communication open, you know, making those decisions, even a preliminary decision together, so that when that shift changes and there has to be other discussion, it's not the first time you've talked about it. I think that's
right. And that'll help relieve stress with both of you. Because I'll tell you what, when they started talking windows, and I know we've talked about windows, they talked about them transoms, and I'm like, I looked at them, I was like, doot, 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 doot. Leanne, come help, you know, like my Leanne signal up in the sky there. All right,
Yeah.
and those are things that can help relieve the stress, but you have to find ways to actually relieve your stress. Whether it's we like to watch movie or TVs together and laugh together, or go to a movie.
Right now we are so hooked on binge watching comedies because we have to laugh.
Yeah, you have to laugh. So we'll binge watch all these comedies, but we will together.
Right.
You'll see it. We eat dinner together. We'll sit out on the front porch together. We'll come here and just sit and watch the sunset together just to relax. And you've seen our videos. We'll go, I mean, although it's not super relaxing, it's fun. It gets the stress off of us, and that's antiquing. It's stressful just because we're spending money.
Right, and we both stress over that, but we're also looking for those deals, and we're getting that unique look that we want. So it's a rewarding stress. That's a rewarding stress.
And it helps you come together because it's not Leanne and Ken. I know that we said that at the beginning. It's journeys with Ken and Leanne. We're a team. We love to say it. She'll say it and I'll finish it.
Teamwork
makes the dream work. Always.
Always.
You're a team, so you got to act like a team. And if you see your partner's getting stressed out, do something. Go over there. Have them relax. Help them do what you need to do.
Right, and we do watch one another. I mean, he can tell when I'm starting to stress about something, and it's, what can I take from this? You know, what can I take from you? Talk to me about it. And I try to do the same with him. Only I can kick him out and tell him to go get in his workshop and turn.
I like it better when she gives me a beer and says, relax.
Or I just knock him upside the head, and when he comes to, he's all right. So
I mean, yeah, anything. You know, you may just say, hey, honey, let's go for a walk. And that's relaxing. We'll walk up and down this driveway that you guys see us on.
And we literally did that the other day. Instead of just walking the driveway, we walked the old utility road, which was the way we originally first had to walk into this property. So sometimes it's just those little things. It was like, oh my God, remember when we walked this road every day just to get here? So take the time to do those small things, just to breathe in and breathe out.
I mean, there are couples that don't relax together. I couldn't imagine.
I don't relax.
You did. You relaxed. I could not imagine going through what I'm going through right now with somebody that didn't want to spend time with me, be with me, and help me de-stress in whatever ways needed. I couldn't imagine that.
No, me either.
So
it helps that Holly Hill is so peaceful. But do find that quiet time, that quiet space, that TV show that makes you laugh, that road trip, that walk through the woods or walk down the street, whatever. To
try to solve problems before they stress you out.
Right. You know, when you're looking at spending another, $12,000 to $16,000 on flooring with a company, then
you want to make sure. See, I'm worried now with that floor, and I know I'm over worrying right now. I'm worried about the floor. We're going to order the floor. They're going to screw it up, and we're going to be stuck with $12,000 to $16,000 worth of floor that we didn't want.
Well, yeah, and so I'm going to be the calming factor. So where he stresses, I try to stay calm. Where I stress, he tries to stay calm. But we'll figure it out. I thought that he should put the pressure on. He could say, hey, I'm Ken with Journeys with Ken and Leanne, and you're being videoed, and we've got a problem. But anyway, he didn't do it that way. And it may be a good thing.
Well, if this is your first time here, I'd love for you to go right down below and hit that subscribe button. Hey, give us a thumbs up while you're at it, and maybe leave a comment. We may be able to answer some questions. If you don't want to answer them or ask us in the comments, go ahead and hit us up on Facebook. It's Journeys with Ken and Leanne on Facebook and Instagram, and I just stole everything from Leanne so she doesn't get to say nothing.
Oh yeah, I do. Don't stress me out. We hope you enjoyed our journey.
Dig, she stole my tagline.
Get over it. The guy that we dealt with originally was not there.
Can we pause this real quick? They left the generator on. I need to go turn that off. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry. Just realize.
More stress.